Are you guys ready for this? Wait for it.
Jennifer of the Jungle.
Did you know that there was a Jennifer of the Jungle show? I did not know this. This has like made my day. Okay, anybody out there, has anybody out there, I know you're gonna date yourself a little bit, but work with me. Has anybody out there ever seen Jennifer of the Jungle? Like, not me, but like the show. Apparently, it was on around, I'm gonna guess like 74, 75, and then ran through, from what I understand, maybe early 80s. Now, I was born in 81. I don't mind telling how old I am. I was born in 1981, and I don't remember, obviously I don't remember this show, but I wonder, do you ever wonder if like, I don't mean like subliminally, but if things maybe had an influence on your life because of the time that you were born, or maybe something was around when you were a certain age? I don't know. I really have to wonder. Shoot me a message. Now, I've heard that there is a theme song to Jennifer of the Jungle. I haven't found it yet. I Googled it. I YouTubed it. I'm getting some weird stuff, so be careful if you YouTube this. But I want to know. For those of you who have seen the show, maybe you can look it up for me. Shoot me a link. I would love to see it. All right. Welcome to Make Me Uncomfortable Monday. Thumbs, hearts, anybody? Come on. Make Me Uncomfortable Monday. We have, I'm glad. Some people actually want to be made uncomfortable. This is good. This is good. Today we are going to talk about coming out of your comfort zone and why this is so important. Coming out of your comfort zone. Oh, housekeeping items. I'm so sorry, I forgot about this. 1, if you requested one of the social distancing bands, maybe a green because you're okay with hugs out in the community, maybe you would just like high five, so you've requested a yellow, or maybe you just need it this time just to stay distanced for maybe health reasons, or you live with somebody with a health condition, so you requested a red. They are on their way. I am sorry. There was a packaging issue with these. I thought you could just throw one into an envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it. I mean, it fits in an envelope. It doesn't weigh very much. I thought that would be okay. That's not okay, according to the post office. We have repackaged them and have resent them. So if you sent in a message last week for a free social distancing band, it's on its way. I promise. It's coming. If you don't have it by Thursday or Friday, though, let me know, and maybe I'll just need to hand deliver it to you. Also, for those of you who chimed in on the Caption This photo last week with Josh for Matcha Missions Media Monday, guys, we had so many people, we started buying entire boxes of these things. It was so great. So Reese Sticks and Mint Kit Kats. Josh was really into them. He loves them. They're on their way, as well as, so Josh sent you chocolates, but I wanted you to experience a matcha. And even if you don't experience one, that's okay. But I've sent out Starbucks gift cards for all of you who chimed in and sent in something for the Caption This image last week. That was so fun, guys. I literally laughed out loud at some of those things. I am so grateful for you guys. I just love this show. I love doing this. We are on week 5 now. And look at this. Someone, April, gave me this mug yesterday. Do you see what it says? It says grateful. I'm so grateful for you, April. As many of you know, we do a grateful practice. We believe that gratitude changes your attitude. And so what we do is when we wake up in the morning, the first thing we do before we get out of bed, before anything else, as soon as our eyes open, the first thing we do is we think of 5 things that we are grateful for from the last 24 hours. Now here's the catch. You cannot repeat anything you've said in the past. So if you've already said you're grateful for your health, it's good to be grateful for your health. You can't repeat it another day. If you've already said you're grateful for your family, again, good to be grateful for your family, but you can't repeat it again. The goal is to think of 5 things that you're grateful for, and maybe they're little tiny small things. Maybe they're really cool things, like you have a friend who watches the show who gave you a mug. That's so cool. Maybe you have something very small, like somebody let you in traffic. Like, that's grateful. You could be grateful for that. But what happens is when we train our brains to do this every single morning, we then begin to go throughout the day thinking of things to be grateful for the next day. So as you go throughout your day to day, be looking for the little details, just little tiny things that you're grateful for. That then when you wake up tomorrow morning, you can thank God for those 5 things. What is it? Come on, give me something. What is something you're grateful for today? What is something that's happened in the last 24 hours that you are grateful for? Oh, I love it. Come on, send them in. My 2020 motto. Yes, gratefulness. I love it, Josh. That's so cool. What else, guys? What are you grateful for? What are some things? I am grateful that my friend Jeannie Air gave me this amazing mango green tea. RVT time. Grateful gratitude moments right here in the RV with some green tea with mango today. What kind of tea do you have today? Do you have some coffee? You have some tea? I love doing this show at 2:30. Here's why, and it's 2:30 Eastern Standard Time for us. But whatever time it is where you're at, this show gives you a moment to just break away, to just step aside. Go get some tea. It's RVT time. Have some tea. Let's have a little conversation about a topic of the day. And then you go about and restart your day. I've found that if I take little breaks throughout the day just to reset, man, does it make a difference. They say that you can actually only focus for 50 minutes at a time. In other words, if you try to press yourself beyond 50 minutes, you're not working mentally at your highest capacity. So what I encourage you to do is every 50 minutes, get up, walk around, get a change of scenery, watch a few seconds of the Jennifer of the Jungle show, or maybe this live show. Find something to get your mind off of what you are currently focused on. Make a shift and watch how it improves your productivity and your excellence in the next 50 minutes. Sometimes we think, oh, I'm right in the middle of this. I got to press on. I got to get it done. Maybe you're not really supposed to press through that quite so hard, because actually you might not be as productive and giving out as high of a quality to that thing as you could if you had just stood up, walked around for 10 minutes, gotten some fresh air, looked at some new scenery, gotten away from the thing, and then come back to it. Try it. But I love this RVT time, a time for us to just get together, have a cup of tea, or a beverage of your choice. If you like whatever, coffee, whatever you like, go for it. Now, careful, moderation, even with the green tea, with the caffeine, right? Gotta be in moderation. But grab something, sweet tea, that's so good. You must be from the South. I like that. Okay, let's get uncomfortable. Are you ready to get uncomfortable? Can we go there? Today, on Make Me Uncomfortable Monday, we're going to talk about getting out of your comfort zone. Right now, from what we've been going through in the last few months, many people have fallen into a comfortable life. They're not being challenged. Many are not going outside of their comfort zones in any way, shape, or form. Many have been quite secluded because of quarantine, and many are not thriving. let me tell you, the number one way that I thrive, that I keep that thriving fire ignited, is by regularly getting out of my comfort zone. It was funny, I was talking with a friend, Gio, yesterday, and we were talking about getting out of your comfort zone and what that looks like. And he looked at me and he goes, I bet you're going to have a hard time figuring out what you need to do to get outside your comfort zone. He goes, you jump outside your comfort zone all the time. True, Gio, I do jump outside of my comfort zone all the time, but there's still farther that you can jump. And when I asked him, I said, what makes you go outside of your comfort zone? What would be something that would take you outside of your comfort zone, but something that you really want to do in order to stretch yourself? Now, we're not talking about getting outside your comfort zone just to do it. Don't go play in traffic, all right? That's dangerous. No. I'm talking about getting outside of your comfort zone because you want to grow. Profound growth happens outside of your comfort zone. We've talked about this before. Did you hear me? Profound growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Can I get a little love about that? Do you agree with that? Maybe we could do a cheers to that. Profound growth happens outside of your comfort zone. We want to be a people who are constantly growing and constantly learning and constantly thriving. And we talk a lot about doing things intentionally and consistently. I'm not saying we got to turn the Titanic by tomorrow. I'm not saying we've got to make some huge change all at once. No. Consistency and intentionality. But what can you do consistently and intentionally? Small little steps that you can do outside of your comfort zone. Let me tell you, buying this RV was massively out of my comfort zone. Guys, I don't like to drive. I have a RAV4. I don't care. I used to have a small Toyota Corolla, tiny little thing. I didn't like to drive that. I now drive a 42-foot RV, which is 2 feet longer than a school bus, with my RAV attached to the back. We're talking about 52 feet driving down the road. And I love it. Okay, but I would have never known that I would love it had I not gotten out of my comfort zone to try it. These live videos, you can ask my assistant Wendell. He will tell you. Jen has been talking about doing lives every day for at least 2 years. I bring it up in meetings regularly. But until 5 weeks ago, I didn't have the courage to do it. I didn't have the courage to step outside of my comfort zone to do a daily live show to just spread joy and happiness. I didn't have that. But I kept thinking about it. I kept wanting it. The fire kept burning inside of me. You've got something burning inside of you. I know you do. I can see it. I can see it. You have something in you that you really want to do, but you don't quite yet have the courage to do it. It's worth it. Get out of your comfort zone. My youth pastor, Mickey, he used to always say, I love this quote, you will never change until the pain of staying the same exceeds the pain of change. You will never change until the pain of staying the same exceeds the pain of change. I don't want you to go through any pain. I really don't. But I know that pain changes things. Passion changes things. It got to the point inside of me where I wanted it so bad. I wanted to do these lives so bad. I did exactly what Scripture says. I committed it to the Lord. I said, God, I really want to do a live, but it scares me. But I'm going to jump outside my comfort zone. If I fall on my face, if every day I have multiple bloopers, if the shine keeps coming in like it's been doing in the first few videos, so be it. I'm okay with it. Even if I mess up. Did you hear me? Even if you mess up, it's okay. Jump outside of your comfort zone. What is something you could do over and above your courage right now? What would be something outside of that comfort zone that would really make a difference? Something you've been wanting to do inside. Maybe it's to take a class. That right now, online school, bigger than ever, right? Because it has to be. So is there something like that? Maybe it's to start a live. Maybe you could do something like that. Maybe you want to, I don't know, start a business? You want to start a nonprofit? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to get into a different friend group? Go to a different church? What is something you want to do? Maybe start a little home business. Now's a great time for that. What is something you want to do outside of your comfort zone? Yes, I'm seeing things coming, guys. A daily vlog. I love that idea. Come on, what else? What else? You want to go on a mission trip, Cheryl? How about the Amazon? Hey, guys, I think I'm going to get to go back in October. Come on, be praying for it. I think they're going to open the borders back up, and I think it's going to be safe to go again in October. Be praying for me to get to go back. Jennifer of the Jungle wants to go back to the jungle so bad. Maybe October. All right, what else? What would you like to do that's outside of your comfort zone? This is where growth happens. This is where major success comes. I'm not saying you can't be successful if you're just riding, coasting along in your comfort zone. But what could you do outside of your comfort zone to bring you thrive? Let's talk about it for a minute. Is it worth it? It is. It's so worth it. Think about the outcome. I had to think with the RV. Scared me so much to get behind the wheel of a 42-foot RV to drive it. Scared me. But is it worth it? Oh man. To get to take my house with me everywhere I go in the United States, as I go around and I speak and I meet with people and I love on people and I do missions here in the U.S., yes, it is so worth it. So I want you to think about that thing that makes you nervous. That thing that, oh, it's outside your comfort zone. Now think of what it would feel like if you did it. Think of what the outcome would be. And now let me ask you, is it worth the step of faith? It is. It is. Hey, Cheryl, to go onto the mission field, to go on a mission trip, outside your comfort zone. But would it be worth it to get to go, to love on people, to get to share your gifts, your talents, your faith? Would it be worth it to get to go and share that? Absolutely it would be. Foster teenagers. Rebecca, that is awesome. I'm seeing comments. I'm seeing all your comments. This is so good. This is great. You guys are getting this. Okay. Would it be worth it, Rebecca? Would it be worth it to get to love on those kids? I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know it's going to require paperwork. I know you're going to have to put some effort in. But would it be worth it to change lives? And that's not just for Rebecca. That's for all of you. Would it be worth it to share what you have for the world? Would it be worth it to change a life? What about to change a bunch of lives? Because you guys know it's a domino effect. It's not about just changing one life of that one person in front of you. Because it's a ripple effect. It keeps going. Would it be worth it? It's worth it. I'm telling you, it is. Getting outside your comfort zone is going to be uncomfortable, but that's because the enemy does not want you to progress. The enemy wants you comfortable and complacent. John chapter 10 verse 10 says the enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But Jesus says he has come to give life and give it abundantly. That's a lot. Okay, if you stay comfortable and complacent, you stay right there in your little comfort zone, you keep going through the routine of what you've always done, you stay focused right where you're at, but you never step outside that comfort zone, I have a feeling the enemy will steal, kill, and destroy many dreams you had and much potential that you could have shared with the world. He's going to steal, kill, and destroy maybe even some of the lives of others who could have benefited from what you have to share. You have something so valuable inside of you, but it could definitely require you to step outside of your comfort zone. Write a book. I see it. Yes. You want to write a book. That's awesome. Okay. Is it going to require you to get outside your comfort zone? It is. Because now you've got to be self-disciplined. That's outside of a lot of people's comfort. Exercise. That's another one. You're going to have to get outside your comfort zone. You're going to have some sore muscles for a while. We got to go there. We got to talk about this. While having this conversation with myself about outside of my comfort zone, and I was thinking, okay, this was a few days ago. I was thinking, all right, what would be far outside my comfort zone? Do you know what the first thing that came to my mind was? You all are going to laugh so hard. If I had to run. I know on Workout Wednesdays, I've talked about it before, about how I don't run unless I'm being chased. And it better be something big that's chasing me. But I thought, I am very uncomfortable when I run. And so do you know what the Holy Spirit told me to do? Every day, 2 miles. What? You want me to go and run 2 miles every day? Just to get outside of my comfort zone. Guess what I've done for the last 3 days? I have gone and I have run 2 miles. Now, my times aren't great. Let's not go too far. Hey, but I didn't stop. I did run. I have run the entire 2 miles every day. But it's just a reminder to me every day to get outside of my comfort zone. And right now, for me, it's uncomfortable to run 2 miles. I don't like to run. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I know if he put that desire in my heart, which it really wasn't a desire to actually go do, it was just something burning in me that, have you ever had something that just kind of keeps repeating in your head over and over? Anybody else like that? Do you get something stuck in your head and you just can't get it out of your head? It's like a song that you just can't get out of your head. It just keeps repeating. What do you need to do to go after that? What do you need to do? I just kept hearing, run 2 miles, run 2 miles, run 2 miles. All right, let's go run 2 miles every day. Let's do it. I'm doing it. I'm not loving it yet, but I'm doing it. It's uncomfortable, but I'm doing it. And here's why. Here's the whole key. If you have a desire in your heart to do something, or you have that voice over and over and over and over in your head telling you to do something outside your comfort zone, can you trust that you have a God that is bigger than your limited understanding? I have no idea what's going to happen over the next 27 days, but I kept hearing run 2 miles for 30 days. Run 2 miles for 30 days. Run 2 miles for 30 days. I don't know why. I have no idea. At first, I knew that I wanted to buy an RV just because I wanted to not have to continually stay in host homes and hotels when I was on the road. And I knew I would like it. Guys, I love it. God knew that this was exactly what I needed for RVT time with you every day at 2:30. He knew that's what we needed. We needed an RV. and now we've got it. Do you see how this works? We don't understand it all. We don't get it. We don't have the big picture. That's why in Proverbs it tells us to trust in the Lord with all our heart. Lean not on our own understandings. In all our ways acknowledge Him, and He will make our path straight. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. You can trust that if you're hearing that voice over and over and over, if that passion inside of you has burned for maybe like for me to do a live for years, you can trust there's a reason for it. Maybe there's somebody out there whose life is going to depend on it. Will you be faithful? Will you be willing? Will you be courageous enough? Even if you don't have all the courage, pray the rest of the courage in. Will you go for it? Will you do something, just one thing, in the next 24 hours to take one step outside of your comfort zone to fulfill a desire of your heart? What's one thing? Message in. I want to hear it. I want to pray for you about what that thing is. I want to pray for courage for you, for boldness for you, for tenacity for you, to get outside of your comfort zone and to go for it. Come on. We can change the world. Jesus turned the world upside down with 12 men, the majority of whom were illiterate. I'm pretty sure if you're on here, you can most likely read. So we can read the Bible. We can read Scripture. We can claim these things in our lives. And we can trust that His plan, His ways are far bigger than what we could ever ask for or imagine. His thoughts are much higher than our thoughts. His ways are much higher than our ways. There is a reason why you have that desire inside your heart. Don't let the enemy steal, kill, and destroy that destiny away from you. I believe in you. Who's ready to jump outside their comfort zone? Come on, give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, shoot me a message, let me know what it is, and let's do it. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.